Hey journeys, where y'all been? It's Unique and I'm back with another video. Yes, y'all, as y'all can see by the title, I'm here for another prophetic word. Yes, on the fly. So I just want to say thank you so much to each and every one of y'all who took the time to watch my last prophetic word where we spoke about how you are seated next to the CEO. If you have not seen that one yet, then definitely go tap in and come back to this. Okay, y'all, so I had another message to come to me today. So when I woke up today, you guys, oh my gosh, I had this pain like all up in here. It was just like the precursor of what your neck will feel like before you're about to get a crook in your neck. And I just could not turn my head. And as I was driving to work today, y'all, I went to check my blind spot on this side, and due to the pain being on this side of my neck, I could not look back. And when I could not look back, I got this message from Spirit, and it said, do not look back. Oh my gosh. The message for y'all today is do not look back. I know that we have all come through some experiences, some trials, and some tribulations. My God, I know for me, I can attest to that as well. Having losses, getting over the hump of life, coming out of the valley just to get to the mountaintop. But what I want to tell y'all is this is not the season to look back. I know that the illusions that's around us can make us feel like we need to be reflecting on our previous year. We need to be reflecting on where we came from. We need to be reflecting on where we've been. But the true message is focus on your now. What it is that you are sitting in and what it is that's right in front of you. Do not look back. I was thinking about some previous connections that I had in my life that no longer are present in this waking season of my life, and I just kept like ruminating around the memories, ruminating around the good times. And what I realized was that I had memories and good times sitting right in front of me that I could be creating for myself and for my life. You know that the rear view mirror is way smaller than the one that you actually have to look out to drive. Like, think about it. If you was looking back the entire time that you was driving, you would crash. And so to avoid accidents in your life, to avoid mishaps, to avoid steering in a different lane that is not your own, it is important that you do not look back. And God will make it so that you are not going to be able to look back anymore. Would you believe that, y'all? I went to go get my old phone right because one of my coworkers, her phone actually got rolled over by a car. And I said, girl, I got iPhones at the house that you can use. Just let me back up my pictures so that I'll be able to swipe it and give it to you. Y'all, I went into the phone and I did not remember the password. The standard password that I used for everything was not working. So I kept trying all these different variations of passwords and it kept locking me out. It'll say, you can't get back in for a minute. You can't get back in for 5 minutes. You can't get back in for an hour. And I did this over the course of 2 days. And would you believe that now my iPhone is disabled? So I cannot get into the phone at all. I cannot see what pictures is in there at all. I cannot see what videos is in there at all. And I think that that was a message from Spirit that it is not time for me to look back. And believe it or not, I really don't have no faith that I will ever be able to get back into that phone again. And so yes, I can count those memories as losses, or I can count those memories that I can no longer see as blessings, and just continue to focus on what it is that I have right now and create new ones, new experiences, new opportunities, new ventures for myself, and seeing what it is that's right there in front of me. A lot of times, you guys, we will have the thing that we hope, we wish, and we pray for sitting right in front of us. But because we allow ourselves to be so focused on the negativity, we allow ourselves to dwell into a spirit of pessimism, wallow in our sorrows and our sadness, our hurt and our pain, to keep reliving traumatic things over and over again because we don't have a handle on our mind, because our mental state is out of whack, because our esteem for self is out of whack. So we ruminate on things of the past because we don't feel like we have the tools that we need or are equipped enough to be able to navigate in the current season, in this current existence. But one thing I want y'all to know, it was a message that came back to me that I did 2 years ago from today. It was called, "You have been training for this for lifetimes. It is time to stand in the fullness of your power." And being able to stand in the fullness of your power, you guys, you cannot be looking back. If you are going to battle, if you are going to war, you cannot look back on your hometown. You cannot look back on where you came from. You cannot look back on the camp. You got to look right ahead of you. You got to see what's right there in front of you so that you can be able to assess the enemy, so that you can be able to know what weapons you need to use in that moment, and so that you can be ready to fight. There's going to be some things, some adversaries that's going to try to come up against y'all, and if you're looking backwards, you are not going to be able to be prepared to conquer those things head on. I want y'all to have the courage of a lion. I want y'all to have the courage of a jaguar, the courage of a panther, to be able to really focus in on the goal that is set in front of them, to really be able to focus in on what is it going to take them to be able to eat tonight. What is it going to take them to be able to survive to live another day? I just see it as this. God has set it up in a way that I cannot look back. From the pain in my neck that I had been experiencing when I woke up this morning, from my iPhone being disabled and I'm not having any access to those pictures or being able to back any of those pictures up, God is making a way so that I cannot look back. I want y'all to think of what practical ways in my life today can I reroute how it is that I am living, how it is that I am thinking, the narrative that I am telling myself to get me out of this past thinking orientation, right? We are orientated in a certain way based on the way that our mental state is, based on the way our spiritual walk is, based on the way our emotions are set up. When you think of orientation, that is the direction as to where it is that you are going. We can change the orientation on our devices. We can make it portrait or landscape. You choose what your orientation is going to be. You can have an orientation for how it is that you identify in your identity, your gender, your sexuality, your relationship dynamic. There is so many ways that we can orientate in this world. So look at the ways as to which you can really work on how it is that you are orientated. Are you orientated in a way that you always looking back and never looking at what's right in front of you? Challenge yourself and ask yourself that today. Like, if we have thousands and thousands of thoughts in a day, how many of those thoughts are focused on the past and how many of those thoughts are focused on right now? You can heal your life, and over the course of the day, I have been doing different techniques to move my body, to move this energy around, to be able to make my neck feel better. I hope that y'all know that the body will keep the score, and that's why it is so important for us to really work our bodies out, really do stretch therapy, yoga, exercise, walking, whatever that looks like for you, going to the gym, working out, dancing, whatever that looks like for you. That's why those things are so important, y'all, to really be able to move that stagnant energy around that sometimes gets stored up in our bodies. You can also do breath work as another option, but just take this message back to God. Ask God, what are the things that I am dwelling on from my past that I keep looking back to and hoping that they are going to set me free and hoping that they are going to come back to me? How is it that I am seeing my losses as things that are to my detriment rather than seeing them as things that can help me grow and move forward, as well as succeed on another level in my life? Think about those things today. I hope that this message blessed you. I hope that this message touched you. If it did, consider giving this video a thumbs up. That way we can reach the algorithm and have it to work for us, and making sure that we are not working for it babies. Make sure y'all share this word with a friend and tell them to tell a friend. That way this message can be spread across the globe, across the nations, because we are girls of the world, baby. If you haven't considered subscribing to this channel already, then definitely do so and turn your post notifications on. That way you can be notified and always on the up and up as to the next time that I post. And if y'all looking for another message and another word, there are previous videos listed down below in the description box. I'm wishing y'all a amazing day ahead. I hope that this word touched you, and I hope that it blessed you. Take it back to God and ask God, what will they have you to do with it? Okay? Thank y'all so much for watching, and until next time, y'all stay blessed.